You mentioned Joe Thomas. More from him. This is what he's seen from the Browns offense so far this year.
I think where I probably direct most of my ire is just how on offense we're so inept. Like, I realize we have a rookie quarterback, but we should be able to get some more points than we are right now because we've got some good players. We have professionals out there. We've got some solid pieces on the offensive line. We got weapons at tight end. Like, we need to be able to just move the ball more down the field specifically. We need to be able to get some shots into the middle of the field, more than 10 yards to stretch out a defense and score more points. Football is hard. There's no doubt. Pro football is very hard, but we're making it look harder than it should be because we're just not scoring points. We're not efficient. We're not fun on offense. And I think that's the frustration probably for a lot of Browns fans. Like, we knew mostly we probably weren't going to win the Super Bowl going into this season, but we thought we'd be able to have a little bit of fun along the way. We thought on offense, we'd be able to sprinkle in some nice plays and maybe we'd get a chance to see some of these young quarterbacks do some fun things, but none of that has happened.
Jeff, how much of it is a factor of the guys are, a lot of the guys you're playing are rookies. You got Judkins, you got Fannin. A lot of the skill guys are young and and you got drops. You know, Jerry Jeudy can't keep dropping the damn ball.
No, you're completely 100% right. But if you look at the rest of that wide receiver room, it is either rookies or second-year players. So, you have Bond, rookie. Jamari Thrash, second year. Malachi Corley, second year. Gage Lavardane, unfortunately injured, rookie. So, 4 of your 5 top wide receivers are rookies or second-year players. Certainly Jerry Jeudy, and we're going to have to find out, which one is the truth with Jerry Jeudy. Was it 2024? Or were the Denver years the more accurate, portrayal of the player Jerry Jeudy is? The Browns don't really have much of a choice. They're going to have to keep featuring him. But, then you get to, you have on your roster, you have 4 running backs. 3 of them are rookies. Harold Fannin, I don't know if we're really going to use Fannin as any part of, I would say discussions as maybe the Browns' struggles on offense. He right now might be the most consistent offensive player they have outside of Quinshon Judkins. But, of course, Quinshon Judkins needs a lot of help, obviously blocking, threat of a passing game for him to be able to be successful. The thing is, we can say, hey, this is great. You know what? The Browns have 12 rookies contributing. And somewhere along the line, Shedeur Sanders will get some reps, and that'll be maybe 13. But it's a great thing to say, but if it's not leading anywhere, then it sounds like it's a crutch. And look, nobody's going to get free passes just because you played with a bunch of young guys. It's got to lead to something. And, I think that's where this week is going to be extremely important. The next couple of weeks, certainly as the schedule eases up a little bit, which was always the weird part. The first 6 weeks, everybody was up in arms about how difficult it was going to be. And then when it all unfolded, now everybody's up in arms because it was just that difficult. When everybody agreed it was going to be that difficult. But now you have a little bit of opportunity to breathe here. But for all these young guys, this is now, outside of Gabriel, this is game 7. They've all played. They've all played now a significant amount of reps in the NFL already. Now it's, we need you to start producing. You know what I'm saying? The Isaiah Bond, not looking for a ball, that would have been his first NFL touchdown reception. Where was your mind at? Where was your head at? Where were your eyes at? That would have been your first NFL touchdown. And I don't understand, as a receiver, you're always looking for the ball. Even if you're a decoy, you're going to go back and say, well, I was open anyway. And, here was an opportunity for a receiver who was open, would have scored a touchdown, and was not looking for the ball in any way whatsoever. So until these guys start to play better, and look, you certainly need the offensive line to start putting out a little bit more of a consistent product, of course. But until these guys start to play better, the youth thing isn't going to, basically save anyone. It's an excuse. Everybody's got to get better. And you hate to put it on rookies. You really do. But this was the way this year was going to go. And, we knew it was going to be a lot of young kids. But at the same respect, we thought there would, like Joe Thomas said, some fun. Fun wins. Or this offense looking good. And some of the other stuff is, well, if the line isn't that great and you're having issues with the line, you got a bunch of young kids here who are not that far removed from college football, where smoke screens, slip screens, this type of things. And, to go back to Drew Brees, maybe adapt a little bit more to what you got. And it may not be the MO of what they've always done through Kevin Stefanski, but these kids, that's what they're kind of familiar with. And to get some confidence within them, then it can be, all right, well, let's start to integrate more of what we're actually trying to do here offensively. It's a tough spot to be in, but either way, the coaching staff's got to find a way to get these rookies to start performing more. It's great that they're rookies, and I understand that they're rookies, but they are the main players in this play, and I got to go out there and act like it.